Alright, so we're back again. We're here in Darkshire, and we actually have a lot of cleanup to do today. So last time you may have watched the video, we did Gnomeregan. If you look at our quest log, we actually have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 complete quests. So we have a lot of stuff to turn in, and that's what we want to do today, is get all that stuff turned in and see where we're at. We will definitely hit level 32, which also means we'll have new skills to train, and we're going to start today's episode by... hold on. I thought we had the flight point to Booty Bay, because we need to get down there. We've never been to Booty Bay, maybe? So... okay, we're going to start by going to Stormwind today. I don't want to run to Booty Bay from Darkshire. That's a lot longer than I need to. That's a lot longer route than I would need to take. What we're going to do... so we have quests to turn in. Like I said, we have 8 quests. We have to turn them in Ironforge, Kranos, Booty Bay, Stormwind. We're going to go to Stormwind first. And I think we're turning in... which quest is that? The Gyro Drillmatic Excavationators? Man, that's too long of a word for me. I'm gonna go there and turn that in. We need to... let's see, we're gonna get some new gloves. 6 intellect, 6 spirit. We have 7 spirit, 4 intellect gloves right now. I'm trying to decide. So would gain 2 intellect and lose 1 spirit. Is that really worthwhile? 2 int, 1 spirit? That's probably... I mean, it's pretty comparable. I would say we'll probably upgrade. We'll probably switch to the Shilly Mitts, which look pretty cool, actually, so that's kind of nice, because right now, the stuff we have, they don't look like much, to be honest. But yeah. So we'll definitely switch gloves, and then we should hit 32, maybe from that quest. What do we need? That could hit us 32, so we might skill up here, too. But we definitely need to go to Ironforge after this. And when we go to Ironforge, I'm going to put on our Furball suit now. We have a few quests to turn in there. And there's one more complicated quest there called Return of the Ring. And the abbreviation of this guy is TDK. We have to turn in this ring that we got. This brilliant gold ring. Sorry, I cannot talk today. And the brilliant gold ring will actually be... if we turn it in, we get a reward for it. And then if we bring back some more stuff, like I think we need to pay him 30 silver, bring a silver bar, and maybe there's something else we need. I forget what it is. If we bring a few things to him, though, he'll upgrade the ring from a green to a blue drop, or a blue ring. I don't remember the stats for the blue ring, but it definitely is a better ring. As it stands right now, this gold ring is strictly worse than our charged gear of the whale that we're going to use, and strictly worse than our electrocution or lag nut. So unless the blue ring is significantly better, we won't be using it anyway. But we can disenchant it at least. And I think we'll go ahead and complete that quest too. So we're starting off in Stormwind, obviously. And then what we want to do is go to Stormwind to Ironforge. In Ironforge, we'll turn in quite a few quests. Then we'll go to Kranos to turn in the No Gain quest, the first part of the No Gain quest. So this is a chain quest. We're not going to go complete the second half because I don't want to run Gnomeregan again just for that one quest. So... from Kranos, we'll go to Wetlands, take the boat over to Theramore, fly to Ratchet, take the boat from Ratchet to Booty Bay, and then in Booty Bay turn our last quest. So it's quite a lot of running around we have today. So let's go ahead and talk to Shoni the Shyland first. Let's get our shiny mitts, or shilly mitts. And we ding, so that's level 32 for us, that's really nice. Again, a few stat points. It's always interesting to me how few stats you gain. Like we gain 1 agility, 1 stamina, 1 int. Like, none of those things are really that significant. I mean, it's nice, of course, it adds up by level 60, but it's, you know, each individual level, the stat points aren't massive. Now, while we're up here, we can go ahead and go to our priest trainer. Since we're already kind of over in this side of town, we might as well learn our level 32 skills. And my personal recommendation is once you hit about level 30, maybe sooner than that, but definitely by 30, 32, you start being really picky with what skills you train. Because you really are going to spend a lot of money on skills at this level. And you don't use all your skills anyway. So you don't want to spend a lot of money on skills you're not going to use. Because you need to start saving up for your level 40 mount. We have about 9, almost 10 gold. That's really not a lot. At level 32, that's lower than I would like to be at this point. So we're going to have to really put in a strong effort if we want to get our mount at level 40. And I have gold on my other characters I could send over, but I really don't want to do that. I kind of prefer to not, you know, boost this character too much. But let's also get our next skill up, so our next talent. So we have Shadow Weaving, we're going to get another point in that. We now have a 60% chance for shadow damage spells to cause our target to have vulnerability to shadow damage. Talk to the priest trainer here.
Need help?
Let's see, train me. Okay, mana burn. We haven't used mana burn at all. I'm not going to train that. We're not using smite. We're not using holy fire anymore. Abolish disease. How does that differ from cure disease? So it's just like a cure over time. That's nice, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary. Flash heal. A new flash heal is probably good. A new renew's probably good. Yeah, it looks like we're spending about 2 gold here. Which is quite a lot on these, but we do use these both pretty frequently. And let's go ahead and upgrade here. So what is this? Rank 4 renew. Let's toss rank 5 on there. And flash heal rank 3. Let's go to our heal bar here. I'll do flash heal rank 2. So I always use one down ranked version of my heals over here. And for when I'm in a group at least. And that. So we didn't really learn a lot. We just learned a few new heals, which really is mostly for grouping for us. Doesn't really do a lot otherwise. I'm also considering taking a little bit of a break from enchanting and tailoring skill ups until we hit 40 so we can get our mount a little bit easier. I'm spending so many of my materials disenchanting like every green we find instead of just vendoring them or reselling them, that it's really hard to make a lot of gold in that time. But okay, that's our first quest turned in here in Stormwind, and we got our skill ups, which is nice. Level 32, which is nice. You know, we still haven't used mind control. I still really need to use that. I've had that since level 30, and we haven't used it once. And I was really excited about that. I mentioned that all along since I've been leveling that I really wanted to just like start mind controlling people. But for whatever reason, I haven't done that yet. Okay, so what we'll do now is we're gonna fly to Ironforge. Let's head over to the Griffin Master now, and we're gonna go to Ironforge. We're going to find someone there who will hopefully accept all of our quests. We have so many quests to turn in there, and we're going to get a lot of experience from that. I am curious how much experience we really get. We're at almost 1,700 experience out of almost 55,000 we need. I bet we get at least 20,000 experience from all these turn-ins. I mean, we've got 7 more quests to turn in. If we get 2,000 apiece, it's 14,000, so I bet we get even more than that. But we're going to speed up the video for the flight over. So, we landed in Ironforge, and we have quests all over the place to turn in. I think the easiest way to turn them in is just to run over here to the Tinker Town. That's where we grabbed, you know, almost all of the Gnomeregan quests are in Ironforge, in the little gnome area, the Tinker Town area. As you noticed, maybe last episode, there's a few other ones. Like we have to go to Kranos to get one. There's one in Stormwind. That's pretty much it. I mean, they're almost all over in this one spot, which is really nice. It's actually... Gnomeregan is one of the easiest instances in terms of acquiring all of the quests. There's not a lot of extended prerequisites for them. They're pretty much all grouped together in Tinkertown, like maybe all but one, or pretty much all but one of them, I guess, or the Stormwind one is the only other one that I can think of. So it's extremely convenient having them all here. So let's see, we have 1659 experience, about 1700 experience. Techbot's Brain is 2100 experience. Let's talk to this guy. We're gonna, 6 spirit, 1 intellect. We'll gain 2 spirit, lose 4 stamina. That's not really worth it. Let's just get the... Oh, we receive both these things. Cool. Okay, that's 3700 experience. That's nice. We're going to disenchant both those things, or maybe sell them? That's what I'm saying. We might need to start saving money for skill ups. 3700 experience there. And then, of course, High Tinker Mechatorque himself, the Grand Betrayal. This is something we're going to keep. This Sivanad robes. Danivik? I'm trying to see what it means backwards. I don't know what Sivanad actually means. Sounds like the word civilian, but I'm not really sure. 18 spirit is a lot of spirit. That's 12 more spirit. We lose 7 intellect, gain 7 stamina, but I think that's a worthwhile trade-off. Actually, there we go. Sorry, it was like showing the wrong item there. Okay. So in this case, actually, I notice so that's the equip compare mod, our add-on. Sometimes that add-on doesn't work right and shows the wrong clothing slot. So in this case, we would lose 12 intellect, gain 10 spirit, and lose 100 health, so we'd have to re-enchant to do that. So it's like losing 10 stamina, 12 intellect to gain 10 spirit. I think it's not worthwhile. I don't want to spend the money on another enchant there. So I think we will just get the male ones and we'll just vendor them. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's 5,000 experience. Is that all of our Gnomeregan quests? We also have to go to Booty Bay. Like the guy in the back. Okay, yeah, the guy in the back of Ironforge here. So from these quests alone, actually let's look at all the quests together. I don't know if we still can look at the first one, how much experience we got. 3,700. I'm going to write this down so that we can add this up. So 3,700 experience. We can start heading over to the other guy we need to turn our quest to. 3,700. Whoops, walked into a wall there. 20, let's say 2,200. And then 37, 37, and 5,000. Also, by the way, these hot coals in the middle of Ironforge, if you stand on these hot coals, you actually get damaged. And I really don't know why these are here. I've never understood why they put hot coals in the middle of Ironforge, but you get damage, and obviously our Furbog suit is dropped off if we take damage, so that's why that just fell off. You know, the guy over here, I can't remember exactly what... Return of the Ring. So I want to do something before we head over to turn in that quest. We're going to go to the auction house, and we're going to buy a couple things that I think we're going to need. Because the Return of the Ring quest, after you turn in the first part of the quest, he asks you to turn in a few other things with it, and it's more efficient if you just buy them now, I think. So let's see. Trying to figure out what exactly we need. It's a silver bar and a moss agate. I don't know if I'm saying agate right, if it's agat or something. I assume it's agate. So I think we can buy these for fairly cheap. I have them on my other characters, but... Okay, so silver bar is about 18 silver, and a moss agate about 20 silver. Oh, we actually have a moss agate already on us, which is nice. So that's good. We got that from, I think, one of the grime-encrusted objects we turned in. And let's see, is there any cheaper? 1750 is on here. So that's the cheapest one. Okay, let's buy one of those. That's fine. Sometimes it's worth spending a little bit of money just to get another quest done. Because to me, a little bit of silver to get a experience boost is kind of worthwhile. Okay, so let's get this out of the mailbox. And we got a lot of recipes being sent to us, but we can't use them. We already have a lot of those learned, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to go up here, and this guy, this quest, the Return of the Ring, I feel like this is a reference to Lord of the Rings. Like Return of the King, Return of the Ring, there's a ring with an engraving on it, there's just like the one ring from Lord of the Rings. I think that all is tied together pretty clearly. This guy's like way over here though, he's like kind of hidden up at the top. It's just a really strange character to have him up here like this. I don't know how, like I said, I'm not sure how people would find this guy otherwise. Like, this is one of those quests where I think you need to not be told where he's at, but know someone that figured it out, or just, you know, through word of mouth, or just get kind of lucky. It's definitely a little isolated up here. So there's Talvish Del Kissel. Like, you know, he's pretty far up here. If you're like a warrior and you get this quest, you don't ever come up here. This is the Mystic Ward. So like spellcasters might come up here, but warriors won't come up here a lot. So Talvish, let's complete the quest. We get 3,100 experience. That's pretty cool. And what does he bring? The brilliant gold ring, a silver bar, a moss agate, and 30 silver coins. Okay, we got that. So let's do this. We're gonna get a 9 stamina 4 spirit ring out of it. No experience though. That's a bummer. I wouldn't have maybe done that if I known we didn't get experience. So no experience for that second part. Which reminds me, now that we're 32, we can equip our other ring here. And then is 9 stamina and 4 spirit better than... I mean, I don't think 9 stamina, 4 spirit, the blue ring we have here, is better than the current rings we have equipped. Basically, in either case, we would lose spirit and just gain a little bit of stamina, and I think I'd rather have spirit at this point than stamina, so... Well, that's kind of dumb. I feel now like I wasted a little bit of money there. So we spent about 20 silver on that bar, plus 30 silver for the quest itself, so that was about 50 silver we just kind of wasted there. A little unfortunate. So I also want to set my Hearthstone. We're done in Darkshire pretty much, so I want to set my Hearthstone here to Ironforge. But I need to find the inn, which I think there it is, Stonefire Tavern. So the inn is actually in the commons area near the front, kind of adjacent to the auction house. There's like the hallways in between them, but otherwise it's right there. Let's go in here. Find the innkeeper, right? Is this not the right spot? Or innkeeper, there he is. Innkeeper Firebrew. Make this inn my home, yes. Part of the reason we want to do this is because as soon as I'm done... I want to go down to Kranos now. We're going to turn in our quest there. As soon as we turn in our quest in Kranos, which is the no-gain quest, we're going to just hearth back to Ironforge instead of running back up here. And then we're going to go fly to Wetlands and get ourselves over to Booty Bay. That's the plan. And I think we've been a Ratchet, but I might be wrong. Maybe we haven't. If we haven't been a Ratchet, then we're in for a bit of an adventure running from... what would be, I guess, Theramore Island, or Theramore, all the way through Dustwallow Marsh, and then through the Barrens over to Ratchet. That's going to be a little bit of an adventure. Might have some PvP along the way. But yeah, this episode, I apologize, it's a little bit slower going, because we really do have a lot of quests to turn in, and I really just want to get them all turned in, 'cause it's, as you can see, we've already gained over 19,000 experience. Really, it's been quite a lot of experience in these quests. We still got 2 more to turn in. And actually, I'm pretty sure a Fine Mess is, I think it's a single quest. I don't think it's a chain. I mean, we get a reward here, so that's probably the end of it for us. Yeah. I'm also wondering, so we get this Fairy Wing Mantle, which will be 8 intellect, 1 stamina. We'll gain 2 intellect, 1 stamina, and lose 4 spirit. That probably is also not an upgrade for us. It's surprising how few things feel like an upgrade for us. But... Okay, so... I mean, my bags are still full of all these enchanting mats. But let's look at all the stuff we have here while we're heading down to Kranos. So what we want to do is I think I'm going to start vendoring stuff instead of disenchanting. Take a break from skilling up enchanting for the time being. And focus on just completing all of, getting enough gold so that we can actually level up. So we're gonna upgrade to the Shilly Mitts. We decided that was worthwhile. They also look pretty cool. Like you can see them on our character there. Big. They look like I don't know, like oven mitts. Like they're so giant, look like welder's gloves or something. Okay, so where is our guy? Oh yeah, the no gain guy is over this little hut to the side here. So we gotta sneak over here and find him. We're kind of stuck on this hill. Surprisingly, I don't think we get stuck on it, but yeah. So I want to just move all this stuff down here and start vendoring things. I think so we're gonna do. That shield we're keeping is using that as an enchanting tool. Okay, Ozzy Toggle Bolt, complete quest, 22 silver, 3,300 experience, which is nice. So the next part in this quest chain, which we're not going to do, is traveling to Gnomeregan, bring back the high potency radioactive fallout. You collect that from where the water elemental boss was at. Any of those oozes down there can drop it. Or not drop it, but you collect it from the ooze after you kill it, and you just like use that on their corpse. Use the vial on its corpse. The vial he would have given us if we accepted the quest. So now we're going to hearth back to Ironforge. Just because I'm lazy, I don't feel like running back up here. It'll be a little bit faster this way. Scarlet Gauntlets. Who? Oh yeah, someone wanted these Scarlet Gauntlets in my guild. I need to send them to him before I forget. Is he still online? Is he still in the guild? What? I'm trying to think of his name. It was Better Swifty. Yeah, he said he wanted those gauntlets. He's a little low level for him, can't use them just yet. But I'll pass them along to him. Unfortunately, I have 0 durability. I don't know why. Here's those gauntlets. Please enjoy them in a few levels. Super. Yep. I don't need them, so I'm passing them along to him. Story of Morgan Lattimore. We can get rid of that from our quest log. That was related to Morla Dim. And now we need to fly to Wetlands. So we're going to go find the Flight Master. Anyway, so I also got a large red sack we found previously. Heavy stone I'll send over to my other character. Seal of Rin. Capture's gold ring. This charged mechanical guts. I think we collected... We need 24 of these, but we looted 2 at once at the end, so it ends up giving you an extra one. So it's just unnecessary stuff in our bags. We can just dump that. We don't need it. We're gonna mail. I'm just kind of organizing my bags as I run over here, and I like keeping these gloves. This is good. We'll keep this. Keep that. Shin Gel's note. I don't know what quest that's from. I need to figure that out. Probably get rid of it. Ghoul Fang. Film of Infliction. We're not gonna go back to do this quest, so let's abandon that. Get the Ghoul Fangs out of our bags, and let's take another flight on over, right? Let's see if there's anything else we need to do here. I think it's everything we need to do in Ironforge. So we're going to fly from Ironforge to Wetlands, and we're going to speed up the video. Okay, so we landed in Wetlands. Now we need to take the boat over to Ratchet, and I think... Oh, not Ratchet, sorry, Theramore. And that's the boat we need is right there, so I'm hoping I'm going to get there fast enough. I have a feeling I'm not going to make it. Just one of those gut feelings where you just don't think it's going to happen. And usually what ends up happening is you'll see it pull away just as you're getting to it, which is really sad. Although there's someone on the boat waiting, quite a few people waiting, we're going to make it or not? I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe? Whew. Okay. Well, we actually did make it. That's nice. So, while we're waiting... Wow, that was a really good timing. I mean, that was like... Oh no. Bye. Amazing. Amazing jump. That was beautiful. That deserves a fort buff for sure. That was so cool. I mean, you guys saw that, right? That was like the best... Like, that was about as last minute as it could be. She was literally running, she had 100% mount, so she needed that mount to get there. And she was like literally running along the dock and jumped up there to make it. That was awesome. So I'm super psyched for her to see that happen. And we're going to cross over the border here in just a moment into Kalimdor. It looks like, actually we're still going for a bit, but sooner or later we're going to cross over to Kalimdor. Never thought about it. We could actually use this as like a shortcut to get to like northern Dunmoreau over there. We didn't really see it very long there, but there is a way to like jump off the boat at the last minute there, and you can kind of do some exploration up there, which is cool. So, let's see, we're in Wetlands, we're going to land in Theramore, and I think we have a flight point to Ratchet, which is in the Barrens over here. If we don't, then we're going to go on a little adventure, and we're going to run through Dustwallow Marsh. We're going to come out here, go north through the Barrens, and go east into Ratchet. It's going to be a fairly long run. And hopefully a little excitement in there. Hopefully not too exciting, you know, but a little bit of excitement would be nice. And, you know, let's go ahead and find the Flightmaster first before I start yammering about unrelated things. Flightmaster for Theramore is just at the end of the dock here. Is like a little open space, and that's where the Flightmaster is. And what else? So yeah, so I was organizing my bags a bit. We're going to vendor all of these things. Like I said, I'm going to stop disenchanting. What is Daryl inviting me to a group for? Anyway, I want to stop disenchanting for a while and just focus on vendoring or reselling anything that's resellable. Which quest? Which quest is this guy working on? I might help him. Let me check something. Let's see.
What can I do for you?
Sure. Okay, we're gonna help this guy out because I just checked the flight master there. We actually don't have the flight point to, no problem. I know the quest, it's a bit tough solo. Anyway, we just did this quest a couple episodes ago, and actually I'm gonna help this guy out because he's going the same way we're going anyway. Like, we literally don't have the flight point to Ratchet. We have to head over there. So I might as well help him out. It's gonna slow us down a little bit, I think, but nothing too serious. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. So I soloed this guy using fear, and you can actually pull him solo. Just aggro him and run away a bit, and his ads leave. But I'm going this way anyway, so let me help. Yeah, might as well help him out since we're going this way anyway. So, let's go ahead and give him a Fear Ward buff. The plan is we have to run all the way over here anyway to about this spot is where the missing diplomat is. Then we have to head south and go into the Barrens. There's other ways to get to Ratchet, including just going through Ashenvale and then running south from Ashenvale, and that's almost what I normally recommend that. I think I know. I would normally recommend going to Astronar and running through Ashenvale down through the Barrens and over to Ratchet instead of going this route. But I thought there might have been a shortcut. There might have been a flight path we had, so I was just gonna fly from here. I forgot to add it. I will do that after filming this episode. So, I forgot, that reminds me, there's a really nice dungeon quest list that I was gonna put in the last episode's description. Not the last episode, sorry. In the episode before Gnomeregan, I think it was, and I forgot to include that. So I will do that after I finish recording this, so by the time you're watching this, it'll already be updated. And I think I'm just gonna include that in all of my video descriptions from now on, just because I think it's very useful, and I might as well just include it in everything so people have that resource. New episode going up in an hour or so, by the way. So actually, this episode is after Gnomeregan, but that Gnomeregan episode, by the way, that was a long episode. You probably noticed that it took a little over 2 hours or something, and of course, that's some editing involved in that, so it actually was even longer to get into the episode, to get into the group, you know, start it up, all that stuff. But then, because the file size, that stupid file was like 22 or 23 gigabytes. It's a pretty large file for rendering it, once I finished rendering it. And it took like, I don't know, it took 7 hours to render that video. My computer was a good computer, it's now a little outdated. I have an i5 2500K, and I overclock it to like 4.2 or something, but i5s aren't really meant for heavy video rendering. i7s are really great for that, so it's just really slow. And that was a huge video, so it took a while. I rendered it overnight, and then I had to upload it. And I have a 5 megabits per second upload speed, so that took like, I think it took me to upload that 22 or 23 gig file. I think it took, let me think about this. I started at about 10:30 in the morning, and I don't think it finished until, it took over 12 hours. It took like 13 hours to upload or something. So that was a very long video to get that together. So that's why I'm recording this video, even though I haven't actually released the other one yet, because I was in the process of, it's all uploaded now, it's all, you know, good to go. I just have to do a few settings and we're ready to upload it, but I just haven't released it just yet. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know, let's dot this guy. Let's fear them both. Let's heal up this guy. I should probably fade. Do I have fade on the toolbar? Where's fade? So let's keep attacking this guy. And let's get another dot on him. Let's heal our friend here. I wish this guy could get some aggro off of me. That'd be nice. We're gonna fear all these things in just a moment, or at least a couple of them. And let's get Private Hendel dotted again and just keep whacking at him. Okay, I think we're done now. Are we done? Are these guys... Oh no, yeah, we're done now, I think. Oh, we got rended in that too. I was like, why am I still getting damage? I saw like my absorb was ticking off. Should be done now, right? Easy. Yeah, not too bad. Enjoy the massive XP boost. It's a lot of XP from that. That's nice. I'm on my way to Ratchet. Wish me luck. Yeah, so here we go. We're on our way to Ratchet. Now we got to keep in mind we do have mind control available, and I want to get Fear Ward up because we're gonna be dealing with possibly some horde along the way. Anyway, so that video for the Gnomeregan was it's like the longest episode we've had, I think. I mean, it was over 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's a long episode. I haven't actually released it yet, but as soon as I'm done recording this episode, I'm gonna update like the description of the video, a few things, release it, and that'll be fun for people, I guess. Hopefully, Gnomeregan's a good video, good episode. I think it's a cool one. We did a lot. Like, it was a very long episode, but it was cool. So then, I forgot though to release this like Excel file that I was discussing. It's a really nice Excel file that someone else made. I didn't make it. I don't remember even where I found it, but it's very nice, and it shows every quest. Every quest in the game for Horde and Alliance for every instance up to Molten Core, I think. Like not including Molten Core, I believe, but up until then. Ogron. Do we need to kill Ogron for any reason? Is this guy worth killing? He does anything cool? Like, he looks like he might be. Oh, he's a Horde. He's the Horde scum. Horde scumbag. He's really nothing we need him for. Let's get out of there. Yeah, I got a few rings, which were nice. I don't think there's any reason to kill him. I thought he might be worth killing, but it's probably nothing. What is this? Hungry. What is this quest? There's a quest over here. I got a few rings, which were nice. Yeah, okay. I thought I just said something that I didn't mean to say. That's exactly what I meant to say. I don't want to spoil it for him too much. Slowing poison. 20 seconds. Movement speed reduced by 49 seconds for 25 seconds. Or 30 seconds. That's gross. Sick. And it's not a disease, right? It's actually a poison, so we can't even cure it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Running through swamps is one of the worst spots to be really zoomed out. I love having a long zoom, but it's not good in that sense. Like when you're really zoomed out in these dense forests, all the tree foliage coverage really blocks your vision. Okay, Mud Crush Dirt Feet. So Mud Crush Dirt Feet in North Carolina wants 8 Myrfen heads. Where do Myrfen heads drop from? I have no idea. Quest you want to tell me? They're way over there? Oh, okay. Well, we're not really looking to go that way right now. I'll hold on to this quest. Oh, Soothing Spices. I forgot. We've had that quest all along. This would have been a good time to have bought that because we actually just ran by the guy there, but I just forgot about those. So we need to go... We're almost out of here. I think this is where we need to get out. There's not like a super clear path through Dustwallow Marsh. I mean, there is a road here, but it's... Honestly, there's a lot of mobs that will still aggro you from the road. It's really a fairly dangerous route to run through this zone. I in general, try to avoid running through here, and I recommend, if you're going to Ratchet for the first time as Alliance, go through Ashenvale. It really is safer. Just go down, cut diagonally around this mountain so you don't go near the crossroads. You won't have to deal with crap there, and you'll be fine. You'll run into a few Horde, but if you're like level 30 by the time you're going there, level 20 to 30, you'll probably be higher level than most of the Horde that are leveling in that zone. Invite Dios. Someone needed a G-invite, and actually I don't know if I can G-invite people. G-invite, guild invite. I don't know if I can do that. What's my rank here? Rank, so I know... Yeah, on my tank, on Soupa tank, I'm an officer. Show testing and recording. Yeah, but I'm not an officer on Soupa, and I actually told them that made more sense because I obviously am recording a lot. So if our officer chat, if I don't pay attention and someone says something in officer chat, that's like we don't, it's just like personal stuff for the officers. I don't really want that to be exposed to the YouTube community. Not that anything, honestly, our officer chat's like the most boring chat ever. It's pretty much like, hey, how's it going, guys? Oh, it's good. And that's like the extent. We really have no serious business to talk about most of the time. So, there's sometimes a rare spawn over here. I just want to take a quick peek. I don't see him at the moment. There's a rare spawn that spawns from this road up to like Camp Tarajo. He's a Thunder Lizard rare spawn. I mean, I won't expect to find him, but the possibility exists. I'm just trying to keep an eye out. Pops up, and I'm staying off the main road a little because I really don't want to run into a lot of Horde if I can help it. And this zone is actually friendly to Horde, so like I can't even fight them if I wanted to. Let's go over that. Let's just do it. Let's just see if a Horde attacks us. That might be kind of fun. We've got Mind Control ready. Mind Control's not going to do a lot for us because like all it'll do is let us control someone, but we can't like do anything else with it. So yeah, I'm not really sure how useful that'll be. Mind Control also will slow their attack speed by 25%, so they're not quite as effective DPS-wise. But I don't really know, how do you control characters? Like, once you mind control something, do you, like, can you use their abilities, or do you just auto-attack? like, I've literally never used mind control, and I need to use that soon. I need to go find someone on mind control, find some humanoid, and just see what happens. Because I really just don't have any experience with it. So, a while ago I was playing on the Rebirth, and I still have an alt over there, a Shaman, that I leveled to like 35, 36. I haven't used them in a while, and I don't plan to use them a lot. I liked him a lot. I really did like him, and I liked the server. I thought the Rebirth was fine. I mean, it's a little lower pop than I would like, but I liked the server overall. I thought it was pretty good. So I really, you know, I still, if people ask me about vanilla server to play on, I still recommend they give it a shot and just go there and play maybe for a couple hours at least, get some feeling for it, see if it's worth it to them. It may not be perfect, but they might. It's worth looking into at least. Still my recommendation. But that Shaman, when I was running through the Barrens, the funniest thing I noticed, and I haven't released a video yet, but there's Gazelle in the Barrens, obviously. And Gazelle in the Barrens are like rabbits in Elwyn Forest, or rats in some instances where they're just like, you know, critters. They don't do anything. They don't really... they're like level 1 character, or NPCs that just die, or level 1 mobs that just die really easily. Owatanka. So that's a quest mob, not the rare spawn. That means someone's over here killing things. I don't see them now, though. I don't see anyone. Anyway, so the in the Barrens on the Rebirth, the Gazelle have the most bizarre pathing I've ever seen. They line up single file and they walk in a straight line, and then they make abrupt 90-degree turns. So, and apparently totems on that server, like searing totems, will auto attack mobs, including not just any mob, even neutral mobs or friendly mobs, like the Gazelle. Like the Gazelle are neutral, it'll just auto attack them. So I could just like drop my searing totem ahead of them where their pathing was, and just wait, and it would just like nuke them one by one. I set up this like Gazelle slaughter line or something one time, and I recorded it because I just thought it was a really goofy looking thing, and I'm gonna make a little video out of it eventually, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it was funny to me, I thought. I don't know, I have to have a weird sense of humor, I guess, but to me it was funny. But we're moving through the Barrens now. You can see there's someone else farming here. Whenever you see these corpses, you start to get that feeling like you know someone's nearby, but you don't know where they're at. And when you're in a area that they're friendly to, so they're not flagged for PvP, but we are flagged for PvP, you just get this like a little sense of concern. Like you just are a little not sure what's gonna happen. And like we're level 32, so like this guy who just ran by Phrase, the 20 undead mage, he's gonna be way lower level than us, and most people out here should be lower level than us if they're actually questing or farming out here. But like, you know, if you get a pack of like level 20 horde, uh-oh, who's that? What is that? Uh-oh. That's a level 60. I can't quite click. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna get out of there. It's definitely a very high level horde, I think. I really actually couldn't click on the character. I kept clicking on its pet. It was a hunter, I'm guessing then. But we're gonna skirt around the south side of this mountain ridge over here, which I think would be a little bit safer. But yeah, so anyway, what I was saying is you just get this kind of like sense of nervousness when you're like running around out here. And the biggest thing is, you know, like, yeah, I could kill this level 17 undead rogue easily. Like, he would be no threat to me at all. But if there's like 6 level 20 rogues or something, then suddenly being level 32 doesn't really matter, because I'll just interrupt them. Even if they all try and kick to interrupt and 5 of them miss, or I dodge 5 of them, the 6th one can land it and interrupt me. So, you know, when you get a strength in numbers thing going on, which is definitely possible out here in the Barrens, there's lots of horde running around, you know, it's a little scary. So, I mean, to be fair, this has actually been a fairly safe run through here so far. And I want to see what happens if we just dot this Scythe Claw. Like, if we just throw a Shadow Word Pain, how much damage are we actually going to do to it? So each tick is about 10% of its health. How many ticks will there be? So it's every 3... Let's see. Oh, well, never mind. I guess I need to stay closer to him. That's fine. Okay, Furbog suit back on. Huh. How often do ticks proc for... I never thought about it, but I thought ticks are every 2 seconds, but maybe... Let me try something. Let's, I'm trying to see... 1, 2, 3... 2, 3... It's like every 3 seconds the ticks occur. That's what it is. Okay. I just wasn't quite sure how long they go. I thought it was 2 seconds in between, but it must be 3, which makes sense. What does this guy drop? Anything good for us? I didn't really need to kill him. I mean, I might as well loot that and just sell it, but I didn't really need to kill that guy. I just had the moment where I realized I don't really know how often Shadow Word Pain ticks occur. And I guess most dots must be 3 seconds. What I'm thinking of is Rogue's energy regeneration is every 2 seconds. So it kind of made me think that maybe it's all on a 2-second timer, but apparently not. There's a nice view up here. You can see kind of out along, I think it's Tiergard Keep over there. And you get the nice ocean view here. But yeah, pretty nice little view up here. And let's go ahead and throw on a Furbolg suit. Do you ever get like a ringing in your ear? Like, I get this very rarely, maybe once every few months, where I'm just like sitting and I'm just like, you know, I'm normal, I feel fine. And then all of a sudden I get this like sort of high-pitched ringing very suddenly in my ear. It doesn't last for very long, but just like maybe 5 seconds. It's not loud, but it's just sort of a high-pitched ringing. And it feels almost like I can't hear out of that ear while that ringing occurs. And then it goes away. Like, that just happened to me as I was talking here. Just suddenly my left ear made like a ringing sound. Like, not like a bell ring, but a long, consistent tone. Like, sort of a high-pitched tone. And then, you know, it was loud at first and faded rapidly. And then my hearing's fine. Doesn't make any difference to me. Just, that happens occasionally. I remember hearing that it's like a, what is it? A cell in your ear dying, or a cell in your brain dying, was like an old wives' tale, something like that. Obviously, it's not true, but that's one thing that I've heard about it. So anyway, we're still making this long run to Ratchet. It's a very long run here, and we're almost there now. We're getting very, very close to it. When we land in Ratchet, the reason we're coming to Ratchet, I don't know if I made this clear. We're coming here to get the flight point. First of all, it's really nice to have. We're going to die if we jump down here, aren't we? Maybe not. We'll be fine. But I'll go ahead and put a renew up. So we discovered Ratchet, so we really haven't been here yet. I thought we'd been here at least once. Anyway, so we're in Ratchet now. We're going to get the flight point, and we're going to also take the boat over to Booty Bay. And when we're in Booty Bay, we're going to go ahead and grab the, not the flight point, we're going to grab a, oh yeah, we're going to go to Booty Bay, grab the flight point there, and then we're going to talk to the quest turn in there, Find Mess. And you know, I'm not sure what we want to do after this. Like, one thing that would be good, like, where do we want to go to quest? I haven't really decided yet, but we haven't been to 1,000 Needles yet, and we're at a point where it's not a bad idea if we wanted to go to, the boat's not here yet, so we're going to do some mail-related stuff real quick. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to go to 1,000 Needles and work on quests there. I like that zone enough in any way. Let's get this stuff out of here. And what else? Are our bags got anything in there? Okay. Let's go ahead and dump all of our enchanting mats in here, at least as much as we can fit. Because we have plenty of... yeah, good. Okay. We dumped all of our enchanting mats in the bank, because we're not going to do any enchanting for a while. Oh, the boat's here. Let's get on the boat. I don't want to miss the boat. And hopefully we don't get harassed by any horde. The fire heals you. Drek-Ra sounds like the name of an actual horde character. He's gonna mess with me? I hope not. Oh. Let's wave to him. He bowed. I thought he was about to, like, attack me. I was like, oh man, come on, don't mess with me. We're gonna go hide in the boat. I always get a little scared. And this is where, like, mind control is really trolly. Like, you can mind control people on the boat and, like, throw them off the boat just before it leaves. Like, actually, the worst thing you can do is wait till the boat's, like, on its way well out to sea, mind control them, and then throw them out in the ocean, like, before the boat crosses over to the other continent. But those things, those are really mean things to do. Like, you know, it's one thing to, like, harass someone a little bit. It's another thing to, like, dump them in the middle of the ocean where they're gonna die of fatigue and then have to spirit res. Like, that's pretty rough. So, I'm like, this guy's level 32. He's, like, the exact level we could mind control him. But I'm really not going to do that to him. I just feel so mean doing that. And I don't even know if it's a bannable offense doing something like that. I feel like it should be. I almost feel like it needs to be. Like, it's pretty, I don't know what you call it, but it's just a mean thing to do. It's a good reason to have Fear Ward up, by the way. So you can't get feared into weird things. Also, on this boat, it's kind of glitchy on Kranos, where if you get feared, you can get feared off of the boat. Whereas normally you shouldn't get feared off of the boat. You should just get feared and stay within the boundary of the boat. So having Fear Ward up is nice if you're ever on these boats, just to avoid that crap. Now we're heading out down southern Durotar, kind of through there. We're going to pass the Echo Isles, and then we will head out to the Great Sea, cross back to the Eastern Kingdoms, where we're going to land in Booty Bay. And then down in Booty Bay, we'll grab our flight path and talk to Scooty for the Fine Mess. But what I'm thinking is, once we do all this, we want to travel eventually then to 1,000 Needles, and maybe try to work on some quests there. So level 32 is a good spot for 1,000 Needles. But it's definitely a good spot to level up in 1,000 Needles, especially in the Shimmering Flats for the Alliance. There's about maybe 4 to 5 nice quests we can do there. A couple of them are such low drop rates we'll never complete them. But there is some good ones to do for sure. Now, we're in Booty Bay, and there's a cool statue in the background you can see. I actually don't know who this goblin is, but I love that statue. It's one of the coolest statues in Vanilla WoW. I was thinking of making a spoof video of top 10 best statues in Vanilla WoW. Because honestly, if you've ever seen top 10 videos, to me, like, I actually don't mind top 10 videos, but I do think they're kind of lame. Like, something about them just doesn't sit right with me. I feel like they're kind of stupid. And they're entertaining. Some of them are very well done, but some of them are just so low effort to me. As Donald Trump would say, maybe even low energy in a lot of them. And I'm not a huge Donald Trump fan, by the way, but I do find that quote pretty funny. And so I thought about making some spoof top 10 videos, like top 10 statues in Vanilla WoW, and just like really ham it up, like just complete kind of joking, messing around. But that would be one of the statues, is what I'm saying. That statue's pretty cool. So here's Scooty, and there's a teleporter. That guy, or woman, I guess, Orc Shaman, just teleported, and that takes her right to Gnomeregan. So it's really cool for Horde. They have a nice transporter there. So we're not going to use these shoulders. I don't think getting 2 intellect and 1 stamina is worth losing 4 spirit. Just going to take the male ones and vendor them. And I got 3,700 experience. So, you know, I was thinking, I was tallying, or adding, I guess, not allying. I was adding up the total amount of experience we got from those Gnomeregan quests. And we ended up with, what is it, 28,400 experience, roughly, is what we gained, which is an incredible amount of experience. It's 28,000 experience, so we got more than half our level. We also leveled up we actually spent some of that experience just leveling up previously for the previous level. So that's a ridiculous amount of experience, which is really cool. We really got hooked up with that, which is nice. And now we're running up here to find the Flight Master. We need to find the Flight Master. There's some quests here, but I don't think any of these are ones we're going to work on. I love Stranglethorn Vale, and we will go to Stranglethorn Vale. Where's this guy at? That's, yes, I know where that is. Yeah, it's up there. Investigate the camp, the Haunted Isle. Yeah, I know all those. Okay. We will, oh, whoops, the Flight Master is over here. It's kind of hidden. If you don't know where the Alliance Flight Master is, you have to come up here, and actually you cross this bridge over to another building. So you actually come over here, then you go up in this building up higher, and then you talk to this guy here, to Guile, I don't know which. And there you go. So that's the Flight Master. So now we can actually fly wherever we want. But I think next time we're going to go to 1,000 Needles. So to do that, we basically want to go back to Ratchet, and I think run from... I'm trying to decide what the best route is. So if we go back to 1,000 Needles, we need to go to Kalimdor. And 1,000 Needles is down here. There's no way around this side to it. There is one route. You can go from Theramore Island, and you can swim along the coast to Teneris, run from Teneris, get the flight point in Gadgetan, and then run up. I almost think that's faster than going from Ratchet through the Barrens through 1,000 Needles. I almost think it's faster just swimming from Theramore Island around to Teneris, coming in from this eastern side to Steamweedle Port, and you need to get the flight path here anyway, get to their hearth there, and then go up there. So I think we'll do that next time. I'm going to quickly mail out a few things. If you want to have this, like, efficient mail mod that I have here, this is CT mail mod, and it's really handy for just mass mailing stuff. Like, I'm going to send all my gems and stuff over, my extra bags, that kind of stuff, some stone, iridescent pearl. I think that's everything I'm going to send from here. Yeah, that's probably it. And then you just click send, and then it'll tell you how much it costs in silver, and then it just will go through and send things one by one. It's extremely efficient. I think there's other mail mods maybe that are even better, but I like that one, so that's what I tend to use. And I think we're gonna be done for today. We're just gonna hang out in Booty Bay. We're gonna get our rested XP here. And I know that was kind of a short episode. We didn't really do, well, not even short. It was just kind of a slow episode. We didn't do a lot, and I'm sorry for that. But we actually did level a lot. I mean, really, that's more experience than we usually get in that amount of time. And we're just going to hang out here, and then next time we'll take the boat back to Ratchet. And from Ratchet, we will probably want to, yeah, I think we're going to fly to Theramore, and then run from Theramore down to Teneris, go to Gadgetzan, and then 1K Needles. I think 1K Needles would be a nice spot for us to start leveling in. Most of these other, we don't really have a lot of quests anywhere else. We have Stormwind City. This is way too high level for us. Darylzon, we'll probably just abandon this quest any day now. These are both quests we can do, but I think we're going to hold on to what we have. So maybe Dust Wallow, it's a little high level for us. So that's all for today. Next time we will make our trek to 1K Needles. We're going to start working on some quests there. Hopefully we'll hit level 33, and we're going to vendor all this junk down here because we want to start definitely saving for our for our 100 gold. We need 90 gold for a level 40 mount. So that's going to be a lot of saving we're going to have to do. So it's time to start saving up for that stuff for sure. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, let's throw a dot on the main guy there, and let's start doing some... Let's do a renew first. Uh-oh.